After looking at a few things, we've decided to change a little bit how you submit your work. So you will need to show your work on all but one question. Each question will say show your work, which actually I need to make sure I go back and make sure each question does say that. When you are finished, you need to go to Schoology and submit a photo of your work. So click I understand, and that actually does give you some free points by clicking I understand. But I understand that I must show my work, and I will submit a photo of my work in Schoology. And we have answered the question. I don't know why it says that we haven't. Yeah, we have answered the question. Okay, solve the system using any method. This system is 6x plus 3y equals 30 and x minus 4y equals negative 4. I'm going to solve this one using elimination, and I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by negative 6. So my top equation is 6x plus 3y equals 30. My bottom equation, negative 6 times x is negative 6x. Negative 6 times negative 4y is positive 24y. And negative 6 times negative 4 is positive 24. When we add those together, we get 27y equals 54. Divide by 27, we get y equals 2. Then go back and plug this in to get one of the other ones. I'm going to use the bottom equation. X, negative 4 times 2 is negative 8, so x minus 8 equals negative 4. Add 8 to both sides, x equals 4. So our answer here is the number, or the ordered pair 4, 2. And you just click into each one and type the number. Nothing frilly or fancy about it. This next one I am also going to solve by elimination, but we are going to have to multiply the top times 4 and the bottom times 5. That should give us negative 20y on the top and positive 20y on the bottom. So that's our goal. So when I multiply those, I get 12x minus 20y equals negative 116. Don't let the big numbers freak you out. 35x plus 20y equals negative 260. When we add these together, we end up with 47x equals negative 376. Divide both sides by negative or by positive 47, and we get x equals negative 8. Then pick an equation. I'm going to go back to the original equations, and I'm going to pick 7x plus 4y equals negative 52. So 7 times negative 8 is negative 56. Add 56 on both sides to get 4y equals 4. Divide by 4 to get y equals 1. So our solution is the ordered pair negative 8, 1. For negative 8, just use the minus button and 8, no spaces, nothing fancy, and 1. Determine the number of solutions for each graph. Determine if the system is consistent or inconsistent. In part A, in graph A, there is one solution. They meet at one place. So you're going to say one solution. And if there are solutions, it is a consistent system. In B, it's a parallel system. Parallel have no solutions. And if there are no solutions, it is an inconsistent system. In graph C, there are two lines there. They're just right on top of each other, which means many solutions. And because there are solutions, it is a consistent system. This is the only problem that you don't have to show your work on. The other 4 problems you have to show your work on. The next one is solve the system using back substitution. So you already know that z is 3. So go to the second equation. Negative 5y plus 3 times 3 is 9 equals 19. All right. We subtract 9 on both sides, and we get negative 5y equals 10. Divide by negative 5, we get y equals negative 2. Then we go to the top equation. X minus 4y, so negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8. 4 times 3 is 12, and that has to equal 28. So we've got x plus 20 equals 28. Subtract 20 on both sides, x equals 8. So our solution is, oh shoot, I need to change this. This needs to be a fill in the blank, not a drop down. I will change this so it's a fill in the blank. You type in 8, you type in -2. You don't need any space, just plain -2 and 3. I'll make sure that that gets changed so that that is a fill in the blank, not a drop down, because it should definitely be a fill in the blank. Our last one is the system of 3 equations. Now, the first thing that you need to do is look at what you have for your variables. We could eliminate the z's pretty easily if we did 4z and -4z and then -17 and +17. However, I don't want to have to multiply by 17. That seems a little bit crazy. Eliminating the y's would be difficult because to make -2 and -5, and we'd have to do 10 and -10, that seems like a lot. I'm going to eliminate the x's. So I'm going to eliminate the x's first. I'm going to eliminate the x's twice. So first I'm going to do the top equation times -2. That will give me -2x plus 4y minus 2z equals -4. And I have found that when I label my work like this, it makes it a lot easier. And then I'm going to use the original bottom equation, which is positive 2x minus 6y plus 17z equals 2. So I decided to multiply this top one, this kind of naked x, by -2 and use the top and the bottom to eliminate. All right, so I eliminate these and I get -2y plus 15z equals -2. I'm going to put that one up here and save it for later. Then I'm going to take the top equation, the original top equation, times -3. That will give me -3x plus 6y minus 3z equals -6. And the original middle equation, which is positive 3x, those will eliminate, minus 5y minus 4z equals 6. When I add these, I get y minus 7z equals 0. It is okay to have equals 0. So y minus 7z equals 0. I've eliminated the x value twice. So now I have two equations that only have y and z. You have to have two equations that only have the same two variables. Now we need to eliminate with these. If I'm going to eliminate with these, I can easily multiply this bottom equation times 2. So I've got the original -2y plus 15z equals -2. And if I multiply this bottom one by 2, we've got 2y minus 14z equals 0, because 0 times 2 is 0. When I add these together, I get z equals -2. So I now know that my z is -2. And there are 3 points for this problem, so each blank gets a point. So if you get z correct, but then make a mistake on x and y, you will still get some of your points. So it is worthwhile to do as much of this as you can. If you get stuck, just get as much of it done as you can, because you're guaranteed some points if you get some of it done. Now that I know z, I'm going to go back to one of the equations that only has z and one other letter. And I think the easiest one is this one right here. So I've got y minus 7z equals 0. Plug that -2 in. That'd be y plus 14 equals 0. So y equals -14. Then I need to pick an equation that has all 3 variables, the easiest looking equation that has all 3 variables. And honestly, I don't really know which one looks the easiest. I think the original top equation looks the easiest. So I am going to use the original top equation, x minus 2y plus z equals 2. So x, -2 times -14 is positive 28. Our z is negative 2. So x plus 26 equals 2. Subtract 26 on both sides, and we get x equals negative 24. So our final answer here is, I don't need that, negative 24 and negative 14 and negative 2. And remember, whichever variables you solve, get those answers written in there because you can get partial credit on this problem. Let's see how we did on this. I know this looks kind of funny because I made it big. End test, 100%, yay! Don't forget, once you're done, take a picture of whatever piece of paper you showed your work on. If you are in person, I'm going to have specific paper for you to show your work on. If you are at home, just show your work as neatly as you can on a piece of notebook paper and submit a picture of your work through Schoology.